Alright, so in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how the eyes never lie, and you can tell someone's true intentions through looking at their eyes. So, basically, if you're just having, let's just say for instance, you're having just a normal conversation with somebody, and you say something, and they verbally agree with you, but their eyes don't match what they're saying, if that makes sense. So if you say something and they verbally agree with you, just to kind of, you know how people, they'll just agree with you but not truly get what you're saying, and their eyes will truly show that they don't necessarily agree with you, right? And that's because the eyes never lie, and the eyes show the true intentions of others, of everybody. And so, you know, you'll just say something, and they'll be like, yeah, but then their eyes, you'll look at their eyes and notice that the energy is just thrown off, either through, you know, their body language as well, but mainly their eyes. Because, you know, you look them in their eyes when you're having a conversation and whatnot, and you just start to feel the energies, just the vibes thrown off. The conversation kind of gets awkward, if you want to say that, and just overall the vibes just thrown off. And that is because certain things you say, they're not going to agree. People aren't going to agree with each other 100%, obviously. So, like, they'll agree with you on something, right? Like your friend, your so-called friends will agree with you on something, but their eyes won't match that. Their eyes will tell a different story, is basically what I'm trying to say. Their eyes will tell the truth, and they verbally will placate to you. So you gotta be careful who you associate yourself with. Like I kind of just brought up a little simple example. You know, you're having a normal conversation with a little buddy at school or whatever, and you say something, and they'll verbally agree, but their body language, their eyes, that won't match what they just said verbally. You know, their body language and their eyes, looks like they disagree with you, but they verbally say it. It's because body language doesn't lie either, which I guess, you know, the eyes is considered body language as well. So that's kind of what I mean by eyes never lie. The eyes never lie. You can see people's true intentions through their eyes. So that goes on to my next point. You gotta be careful with who you associate yourself with. Because I've had people, you know, that they'll say something, or they'll act like they're on my side, right? And they'll say something, right? They'll say, like, just something that they think is gonna satisfy me, right? But I'll look into their eyes, and I can see they're trying to deceive me, right? They're trying to deceive me, and they actually are trying to maybe screw me over. I've had that happen before, you know? People have tried to screw me over, but they've told me different, you know? But their eyes, now that I think back, you know, I wasn't aware of this type of stuff at the time, you know? Like, let's just say 2 years ago, people would do this to me all the time. They'd be shady, they'd deceive me, they'd play me for a joke, and basically, you know, people would take advantage of me in certain ways. Tell me one thing verbally, obviously, to make it sound good to me, but then I can just think back to situations, and I can think back and capture the image in my mind of their eyes, and it was never, you know, it was never good. It was deceiving. Even I've ran into people, to be honest with you guys, that I have seen demons, dark spirits in their eyes. I'm not kidding. This is not a joke. Two people in particular that I can think of off the top of my head. I'm obviously not gonna say who, but you gotta learn to read people's eyes, because the eyes never lie. Because like I said, when you're having just a kind of like small talk type conversation, like, okay, for instance, like, let's say you're talking about football, right? And you just say, oh, the Packers are better than the Lions. I don't know about football anymore. But let's just say you say that, right? But your friend doesn't you can tell your friend doesn't agree by his body language, or, you know, since you make eye contact with him, you can see in his eyes that he doesn't truly believe that, but he verbally agrees with you. He hesitates, you know, they kind of hesitate, do some different type body movements, and the eyes just he kind of just looks down, and he's like, yeah, like, just, you know, agrees to placate to you, you know, to not have any type of even minor conflict, minor disagreement, anything like that. It's just, you know, that happens on a day-to-day basis with people. You know, I've noticed that. I mean, I've noticed that, you know, people will obviously placate to you. I've known that even before I was awakened, if you want to say that. But, you know, the eyes specifically, I've come to realize the value of the eyes. That the eyes never lie, that the eyes tell the true intentions of others, from being on this path, this conscious, spiritual path. But to get back to my point, the eyes will never lie. So when you have conversations with people and you're skeptical about them, right? If you want to make sure you have good people in your life, pay attention to their eyes when you talk to them. Or really, you don't even have to talk to them. You know, just pay attention to how they talk to people. You know, it doesn't even have to be you talking to them. Pay attention to how they talk to people. And I assure you, you will, if you can catch on to this and just literally just pay attention, stay aware, you will be able to make smart decisions about who you associate yourself with. And this that I'm telling you guys right here is very key, you know, to who you have in your life. The main point of saying this is try to limit your distractions. Try to get rid of as many distractions as possible. People that are distractions. People that are not serving you. People that you feel are shady, deceitful, manipulative, just, you know, whatever you want to say, just not good people. Just surround yourself with good, open-minded people that won't judge you. I mean, anyways, so you gotta pay attention to the eyes, whether it's a small conversation like I just said, like a little small talk conversation. Those can be meaningless, just because, like, if they just, you know, you can tell if they're just placating to you because they just care what you think, and you really don't want those people. I'm going to be honest with you guys, because they're not going to be that honest. They're not going to be, like, brutally honest with you. You probably, I mean, they might be good people, but you might not want them as your friends. It just depends on you. But the second thing is downright shady people, downright deceitful, nasty people, negative people. You can kind of tell the difference between their eyes. I have a couple of buddies at school, you know, they'll placate, you know, you can look in their eyes. They might agree with you verbally, but you can look into their eyes and you can tell and by their body language, but especially their eyes, because the eyes tell a story, man. The eyes never lie. You know, you can tell by their eyes. They might just be placating to you by agreeing with you about something minor, or you could have downright deceitful people. You can tell the difference. Now, if you can't tell that difference by what I just told you, then I don't know what to tell you. I guess all I can tell you is just try it out, try it out, and try to basically just pick up on things like that more, and just stay aware, and just try to program that into your subconscious, is to, stay aware, as much as you can, little things like that. But as a little thing like that, very, very important and very key. So, watch who you have in your life. You can tell by their eyes. The eyes never lie. The eyes tell all. And most importantly, the eyes will show you one's true intentions. Alright, what's going on? I just wanted to say this real quick at the end of the video, because what I'm about to say, I didn't feel right uploading this unless I said this, which is, I don't want anybody watching that has watched this video so far to get the wrong idea, to kind of miss what I was trying to say, because I feel like I came off in this video like kind of judgy, like you look like, basically what I'm saying is, like, don't look at someone's eyes for the first time and judge them off of that, like judge them as a being, like actually have a conversation with them and go on to have multiple conversations with them. And I would even say, have talk to them for a good while, talk to them maybe for a week or maybe even a couple of weeks, and kind of get the feel for them, and then make your judgment of them. Then kind of come to a conclusion of what you think about them as a being. Not just to judge someone right off the bat from looking at them, looking at their eyes, specifically what I was talking about this video, from afar. Because, somebody could just be having a tough time. Somebody could just be caught up in their emotions for a current moment in time, and you would judge them off of that, and you could see maybe anger in their eyes or sadness in their eyes and think they're a low vibrational being, but really they might be on the same stuff as you watching this video. They might be a high vibrational being just caught up in their emotions for in a temporary moment in time, So I just wanted to make that clear to you guys watching this, I hope you stayed to the end to hear this. Basically to not judge right off the bat, and give people, a chance, give people an actual chance, and then, after a little while, however long you think is appropriate of talking to them, looking them in their eyes, coming to a conclusion about them as a person, then you can or as a being, then you can decide whether you want them to be in your life, or just associate with them in general, wherever that may be, or not, that's your choice to make, but I just wanted to make that clear, as to not judge someone right off the bat. So thank you guys for sticking to the end, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, that's all I had to say. I just had to clear that up real quick. Thank you guys, and I'm out. Peace.